Sun-grown trichome, the root of all flavor. They said you can't mix science, soil, and swagger. He said, watch me. Meet sun-grown trichome, the philosopher farmer, the man who turned photosynthesis into profit. He don't chase trends, he cultivates them. Every leaf, a labor of love. Every puff, a little enlightenment. Introducing the root of all flavor, TM. Part art, part hustle, all heart. Hand-harvested, sun-blessed. Guaranteed to make you breathe deeper and think slower. Patience ain't a virtue, it's a process. He's the godfather of the greenhouse, the horticultural Houdini, the man who taught nature how to mind its business. Sun-grown trichome, the root of all flavor. Grown honest, rolled legendary.
Mugs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Pizzaverse Studios presents The Numbers Queen, Stephanie St. Clair and the Empire of Harlem. A Palermo Productions documentary. Written by Bambi Palermo. Narrated by Vincent DiPrio. Listen, before Wall Street, before hedge funds, before all these suits started playing with numbers, Harlem had its own economy. And running that economy? Not some wise guy in a fedora. A woman. Not just any woman. Stephanie St. Clair. They called her Madam Queen. And let me tell you something, sweetheart. She didn't ask for power. She took it. Where she came from. Stephanie St. Clair wasn't born into nothing easy. She came from the Caribbean, likely Martinique, early 1900s. Immigrant, black woman, no connections. Yeah, in that America, you had two choices. Get crushed. Or build something they couldn't take. And Stephanie? She built an empire. The numbers game. Now let me break it down Vinny style so nobody gets lost. The numbers game was basically illegal lottery. Cheap to play. Paid out fast. Ran the streets. You pick 3 digits. Hope it hits. Boom, cash. And in Harlem, this wasn't just gambling. This was survival. Banks didn't lend to black communities. Jobs were scarce. So the numbers racket became a bank, a business, a system. And Stephanie St. Clair? She turned it into a machine. Rise of the Queen. Now here's where she separates from everybody else. She wasn't just running bets. She ran. Bankers. Collectors. Enforcers. Policy writers. And she did it with intelligence, discipline, And zero fear? We're talking thousands of runners, millions in today's money, entire neighborhoods under her control. And get this, she paid lawyers, politicians, even cops. Yeah, don't get it twisted. She knew how the game worked. She fought back. Now here's the part that makes her different from every other boss. She didn't just play the system. She exposed it. When corrupt cops tried shaking her down, she went to the newspapers, publicly, called them out by name. You imagine that today? A boss dropping names in print? That takes guts or insanity. Stephanie had both.
You ever sit there thinking, gee, I wish I had a completely illegal underground gambling empire? Yeah? Well, congratulations, sweetheart. Now you can. Introducing because why work a 9 to 5? One official lucky numbers notebook, already filled with random digits, fake winners, and just enough confusion to keep everybody playing. 50 pre-printed betting slips. We even spill a little coffee on them for that real street feel. One collector's envelope, perfect for cash, AOUs, and excuses like, don't worry, your number's coming tomorrow. A tiny voice recorder that whispers, the house always wins, pal. But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll throw in the cop payoff calculator. Just punch in your weekly earnings, your level of panic, and boom. It tells you exactly how much to slide across the table. Warning. May cause sudden wealth, unexpected attention, visits from guys named Sal, and one very angry Dutch guy, not responsible for raids, betrayals, or friends suddenly wearing wires. Listen, you didn't hear this from me, but in Harlem, it ain't about luck. It's about who's holding the book. The Harlem Number Starter Kit. If you're gonna play the game, run it. And if things go sideways, you never met me. Capisce?
Enter Doltz Schultz. Now here comes the problem. Dutch Schultz. This guy. He wasn't from Harlem. He was from the outside, a white gangster looking to take over the numbers racket. And he did it the only way he knew how. Violence, takeovers, fear. But Stephanie? She didn't bow. She resisted him hard. And for a while, She held her ground. The war for Harlem. This wasn't just business. This was a power war. Schultz wanted Harlem's numbers. Stephanie said, not without a fight. But here's the reality. Schultz had more guns, more killers, more connections with big-time mobs. Eventually, he squeezed her out, piece by piece. And Harlem started slipping out of her hands. Bumpy Johnson. Now enter a name you definitely know. Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy wasn't just muscle. He was smart, calculated, respected. He worked with Stephanie, protected her operations, and later, he became the guy who reclaimed Harlem after Schultz got taken out. See, when Schultz got clipped in 1935, power shifted, and Bumpy stepped in. Stephanie. She stepped back. But don't get it twisted. She laid the foundation. Bumpy just built on it. More than a boss. Here's what people don't talk about enough. Stephanie wasn't just about money. She was politically aware, community-driven, vocal about injustice. She supported black businesses, civil rights causes, community independence. She understood something most gangsters didn't. Power ain't just money. It's influence. Her final years. After losing control of the numbers racket, Stephanie didn't go out like some washed-up boss. She lived quietly, stayed respected, stayed remembered. And when she passed in 1969, she wasn't just another name in a file. She was a legend. The truth they don't tell you. Let's get this straight. Before, corporate CEOs, billionaire moguls, Wall Street geniuses, there was a black immigrant woman running a multi-million-dollar underground economy in one of the toughest cities in America. They don't teach that in school, but we do. So what's the lesson here? Stephanie St. Clair proved one thing. You don't need permission to build power. You just need brains, backbone, and the guts to stand alone. She didn't follow the rules. She rewrote them. Ayo, if you're rocking with real stories like this, hit that like, subscribe, and step into the Bambi Palermo Pizzaverse empire. We don't do fairy tales over here. We tell the stories they forgot to tell. From Palermo Productions, from Bambi Palermo, and from yours truly, Vincent DiPrio. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp. Stay dangerous. And remember, in this world, the quiet ones with the money, yeah, they're the ones running everything. Till next time. Stephanie Saint Clair. Bumpy Johnson. Dutch Schultz.
Chicago. A city built on steel, sweat, and guys who asked very uncomfortable questions. Back in the day, if somebody owed money, skipped out on a debt, or suddenly forgot how to speak English when the boss asked a question, well, let's just say the Chicago outfit had a system. Now you can bring a little of that legendary problem-solving power into your own home. Introducing the Chicago Outfit Truth Extraction Kit. That's right. For the low price of 3 easy payments of $19.29, because around here we respect tradition, you'll receive everything you need to turn any awkward conversation into a full confession. Inside every kit you'll find the Cicero conversation chair. Comfortable enough, sturdy, and positioned directly under the bright light of truth. The deluxe rubber hose. Perfect for encouraging honesty at family poker games. And of course, the Chicago Outfit Ledger Notebook. Because when somebody says they'll pay you tomorrow, you write that down. But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll include the emergency alibi generator. Just spin the wheel and instantly receive a classic Chicago excuse like, I was at church. I was with my cousin Tony. I never even heard of that guy. Or the all-time favorite. What murder? Thousands of satisfied customers are already talking. Mostly because the kit works. So the next time someone tells you, I swear, I don't know nothing, just smile, lean in close, and remember what Chicago taught us all. Everybody talks eventually. The Chicago Outfit Truth Extraction Kit. Available now. Exclusively from Pizzaverse Studios and Palermo Productions. Because sometimes you gotta solve problems. Chicago style.
Today I decided to not give you bitches a second of time for the rest of my life. I'll be goddamned if I put in the work and I don't get the credit to fucking suffice. I've been too humble too much in my life, cutting them off so I'm measuring twice. Cause this time I mean it, I'm still fucking bleeding. Bitch, there was better way to hand me the knife. Like poor little Snowy, Bodie is on me. Half of these idiots dumb as a prick. Swear I won't use it when all up on YouTube. I aim with the 45 fucking intense. Imagine if not stolen whip with the 10. Imagine if I finally wanted to quit. Imagine if this industry took the life out of bitch and all I got is fucking revenge. Who would I ride on if I'm about to call it? I think my fans know a couple of names. I know some 5-figure checks that I've written and can't say a word cause I bitch NDA'd. Call on my lawyers cause I keep them paid. But this ain't some shit that my lawyers could save. Cause if I do go out, I'm going out strong. And I'll leave y'all a note with the key to the safe. That all of the friends that I lost, I was talking shit all on the net. All of apologize, all of them know that I fucking invented, I'll never forget. I never went out in public to vent. I know exactly what I represent. And any little bitch that was that quick to switch up, all of you deserve what the fuck you gon' get. How does it feel when you look at your fans and you know that you'll lose them if I ever talk? If I ever pull out receipts pieces on video, shorty, I bet you piss in your drawers. Oh, you little bitch ass, silly, never shit ass, fickle ass, flip flop, blind ass hoe. You should thank God with like every breath that I ain't talk my shit, cause I stuck to the code. But ain't I hit you up directly, tell you that you best be treading real carefully, bitch. Bitch, don't you forget we still got a debt, see, I'ma collect my shit. If you got a question, I got an answer, ain't I keep the same line. All that boo-hoo shit on the net was a clout chase. Them lies are so tired. Yo, I just noticed everybody that don't fuck with me fucks with each other. It's like a fucking union of dumbass people. Hey, but I'm coming back for my money though, I'm not playing, bitch.